here's how to use hammers to get fit. So don't quit your fitness journey. So go ahead and grab onto the hammers using your skeleton. Right, so then you should feel a nice torsion in the pelvis. If you don't feel it, just extend the hammers out a little bit more so they twist your skeleton, which is connected together with your ligaments. And so that twisting or that rotation that you can put against the handle of the hammer should go ahead and give your periosteum sheath a nice little tug job. And so that's your main muscle. And so you can miss that without the rotation. Like if you're just holding weights like this, there's not much torsion, and so the periosteum's hard to sort of twist together, and then it's pretty hard to feel the connection or that kind of suit that you have. But with this, since it wants to rotate the arm in or out, it's really easy to grab onto that using the sheath around all the bones. And if that sheath is, if you put everything in that sheath under equal tension, you'll feel like you have your balance. And where parts of the bone sheath are either overly taut or like lax, that you like can't feel the traction in, you won't have balance there. So it's pretty easy to find those. You're using the hammer to rotate, and so as you can kind of wrap everything in against that, and so even if some place has gone like very loose or very slack, and it would be very difficult to feel just with a weight like this, you can have it twist, and it's like very easy to get that torsion all the way down to the pelvis. And so it's good just to warm up that sheath and make sure you're moving from there, because if you're not, it's hard, you can't get any gains. It's like the foundation. So when people get warmed up, if you just go out and run whatever mile, getting your blood pressure higher, getting like the acidity of the blood up, the water in the body will soak into or saturate that periosteum layer a little bit more, and you'll move from there naturally, right? So people unconsciously get this system going with, various types of exercise, but you can directly focus on it, which has, normally if you overthink this, it doesn't help, but if you're injured or something like that, you can kind of like go in here and really understand how the bones and the ligaments and the joints work together, which is how do they connect. So by inducing these rotations or these torsions into the periosteum sheath, you can feel how the skeleton is connected together as a single object. And then with that foundational layer in place, you could obviously load this up with increased weight, maybe like faster speed, and then you're not going to see injury. And it's not the torsion that makes this correct, it's just the water is a tension, and so water flows where attention goes, right? So if you put it under tension, your attention goes there, and then the longer you feel it, the water, the consciousness, the awareness will permeate the tissue, and then you'll be able to move from there. But it's the water going into the tissue, moving from there, not necessarily any of the postures that sort of do myofascial release on you. Like you hold attention on something long enough, and eventually it saturates, it hydrates, and then you can move from it. So I have a big gap of awareness in my torso, believe it or not. But that's the basic trick to hammers, is that they induce these spirals, or these rotations into the tissue by having your grip and the weight be off center from each other. Like the center of gravity is over here, but your grip is here, so it introduces a rotation. And then those rotations are useful cueing aids. Like there'd be no way to cue that spiraling periosteum without this off-centered thing.